Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tim. It's Saturday night, and it's an hour earlier than we normally are, because this is our special Columbus Day weekend stream. That's right, everybody. We're here to discover a new world. A couple, actually. Starting with Bayonetta 2. That's right, we're jumping right back on in, basically where we left off, because that's kind of how Bayonetta 2 is. It's one of those that, yeah, picks up the story exactly where the last game left off, which is great. Because the last game left off at a huge cliffhanger. Anyway, we'll get to that in just a minute, though. Hey, everybody, how was your week? I hope everything's gone good so far. Oh, it's Thanksgiving Day for Canadians. Really? Like today's Thanksgiving Day for Canadians? Happy Thanksgiving, Canadians. Hope you stuff yourselves full of turkey. Or whatever it is that Canadians eat. Moose? I don't know. Beaver? What do Canadians eat for Thanksgiving? What could you stuff with stuffing and have it? I'm going to go with moose. I think moose is the one. Oh, it's Monday. Okay, fair enough. Well, happy Moose Day on Monday. Enjoy that. And, yeah, so Bayonetta 2 picks up exactly where the first game left off, more or less. We have to go through a little bit of intro exposition. As this is, however, a platinum game. God damn it, that was where the logo was supposed to come up. Oh well, whatever. As this is a platinum game, however, we're not gonna just do exposition. No, we're gonna see some real plot. As we slow motion go right straight into the fight. Yeah, buddy. How about some backstory with your fighting? So let's see if we can remember how to play the game. Because I don't have my katana anymore. Oh god, that hurt. But we do have another friend here. One who is dressed remarkably similar to, well, the way we used to dress. As you can see, I think Bayonetta's got a little bit redesigned on us. Oh god. And we'll get to that in a little bit, because personally, I like this look better. I really do. Like, you tolerate her look from Bayonetta 1 so that you can get to her look from Bayonetta 2, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, really? So you guys do eat moose at come Christmas time. It's just not a Thanksgiving delicacy. And you have ham and turkey. Good. No, that's fair enough. Okay, so maybe Canadians aren't so much different from you and me. Oh my god, I'm in a giant mech, you guys. You guys. Shit just got really real. I am in a giant goddamn mech suit beating up huge angels. This is the best. And correct me if I'm wrong, game, but I believe that I'm on a giant stingray that's floating through the atmosphere, because that's a thing that's happening right now. I'm probably gonna end up slicing this thing apart because it's a stingray. We gotta do what we do. And might have. Oh my god. I mean, I'm not even paying attention to what's got. They're talking about some guy, Acer, who may have created the world, and using the power in his eyes, he was able to split and do things and create the world and blah 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 blah. But personally, I'm beating up shit in a giant tank. So I'm happy. Oh. Well, that wasn't us. That actually wasn't us there. So for once, that collateral damage can't be blamed on my god giant sword. Ah! This is much larger than the regular enemy. I see they immediately bump up the stakes to fucking 11. And this is just the exposition. Wait a minute now. I'm actually having lots of fists all the time. This is new. This is new and I want to know more. Why was I just a whirling dervish of Madame Butterfly fists everywhere? Huh? Can I beat him? Can I beat him before this fucking intro's over? I want to know. Hey, Awer, welcome. And yes, Let's Play Live is, oh my god, it's a Skull Ray. That thing looks awesome. I'm gonna kill it. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. It didn't look like the usual ivory and gold color scheme that every other... Is that a Luminous Age? That every other angelic enemy has. So...
Cheeky. No one
what was that?
telling me any of your kind survived.
I have questions. Like, why the hell is this Illumin Sage coming after me? I thought they were all dead. Hi, Terradran. Welcome. That reminds me. I have to do a thing.
At least you're the silent type.
I know, it means I have to listen to less crap when I kick your ass.
Minutes rambling on and on.
Wait a minute. The god bleeds. And he has the same color eyes as we do. It's those gray eyes. Terradran, to give a little bit of context, I've played through about halfway through this game, but that was years ago when this actual remix came out. So, it might as well be. We just finished up the first one and are now transitioning straight into the second, where now we'd rejoin present day, and, well, yeah, he's not looking so hot. The head of Jubileus was just laying on the ground there, meteor style, and, did he just... Is that a suicide monocle? But, legitimately, I actually haven't beaten this game before. I've gotten about halfway through it, so once we get to about the halfway point, it genuinely will be brand fucking new. Second is my favorite of the two. You know, it's one of those things, I kind of remember that about halfway through playing through the first one, when there were a couple of the weapons that I really remembered from 2 that weren't in 1, you know. We basically went through the entire playthrough using nothing but the katana. No. Once you get it, that's kind of the rest of the game, you know? So I feel like I remember 2 being a lot more forward. You know what I mean? It's Thanks, Awer. Thanks, Awer. I appreciate it. I'll stop you when you're wrong, and I appreciate it. Do I have... Dang. It doesn't look like I have the same sort of costume options that we did in Bayonetta 1. I didn't remember whether or not that was true. And you know what, Awer? I am very good at getting 90% of the way through the games and then deciding I don't want to play them anymore. So because either the ending is going to be crap or it's not important enough for me to finish. That didn't happen with Witcher 3. Can you turn the game volume up a tad? Yes, of course I can. It being a new game, it would have a new volume level, wouldn't it? There we go. That should be better. And, incidentally, we have the new video card plugged in and running. So, I'm hoping that things should be a lot smoother and easier to watch than they have been in the past. Let me adjust the camera angle there. I believe that I shall. And, finally, we have the Platinum logo. Plastered right across downtown. Hey, do you see me? He's directing over here. Interesting. So there's weather phenomenon happening. Why not? It looks like, yeah, we did come around Christmas time. You see, Enzo's gotten his hands full of groceries. I'm wondering, are those for us? I mean, I do love a good present. Oh, ha, even better. We got him for ourselves.
You don't mind if we make a quick
Oh,
stop, do you, Enzo?
I just, something about short air Bayonetta. Oh my god. I know what I said.
Seriously, Bayonetta.
I didn't misspeak. They might as well be. Are you kidding me? We go out for stuff like this all the time. A girl's gotta pamper herself, you know.
I did that job
I'm assuming maybe another game?
Do I really have to tell everyone how
Question
you
mark?
grabbed onto
Milk?
my leg sobbing like a schoolboy?
Ow. Gosh.
This is why I can't have good things.
Like, I'm trying to keep it in. I'm really trying to keep it in, you know? But you just can't. Come on.
Dressing up like a nun just so you could off some angels and keep the underworld happy.
Yeah, basically, that's what happened at the end of the game. And then it kind of cut to be continued. Oh, thank you, Terradran. I appreciate the follow, man.
You witches go to a
Lady, internet person, whatever.
Forget about it. I'd off
Why
the
can fall?
fucking winged bastards all damn day. Oh, hey, what the hell?
Trust me. We will have plenty of time for offing enemies.
What the fuck you wasting your time trying to send some schmucks off to the afterlife for?
I mean, Ewer, yeah, that's kind of the point,
Let's go
I think.
home,
Hey, wait a second. I ain't done here. If I don't get what I came for, I'm gonna be the biggest mutt
He
in
looks
the
like he
city.
could be the
And
next
what is it that you came to
Cobblepot.
fetch, my dear?
But now that they've gone with the whole, you know, cobble hot design, I guess. I think that's what Tumblr's calling it nowadays. Oh my god! Is that who I think it is? Stops on a dime. Snappy dresser. And awesome silver locks. That's gotta be our friend. Hello, Jean.
You always know how to make an entrance, John. A rare sight.
Just fucking throws the gifts off at him.
Cereza, you haven't felt anything strange.
They have zero regard for how he feels as a human being. He's just like, hey, what's going on? Hey, you treat me like a piece of... Well, you know what? I don't think they really care. I mean, they'd save him at a pinch, but
Forget about it.
give him a
And
Christmas
what's
card?
this
Probably not.
Cereza shit? You're about as sweet as my Nona's grappa, you know that? Some witch with amnesia goes around
I feel like that
calling
was
herself
more
a
obscene
weapon,
than,
and it turns
the
out
foreign
she
language
really
lets
got
on.
stuck with a kid's nickname. That shit's rich, I tell you what.
Oh, so for those who may not have been here for the end of the last game or may not remember, we changed history
But they aren't
at the end of the last game. Well, we didn't. The other guy did.
South seem to be a bit upset as well.
And then Jean did. And then I guess we kind of did. It's very confusing, as time travel tends to be. But the point is, we went back in time and made ourselves more powerful, and suddenly we have our, you know, powers of the right eye of the world, and yada, yada, yada. But now the entire world is completely thrown off balance because Left Eye's dead. Literally half the power of the world is gone. All that's left is the power of darkness.
Whoa,
Which
shit.
makes me really wonder about
Platinum
what that
stuff.
Dark Ray was doing in the beginning
I need to hurry up
cutscene,
and
you
get
know,
Ed
because
Mendes presents, or I'm gonna
if I
get
remember
it.
right, we actually start to meet some of the denizens of hell in this game.
We'll talk later. I'll see you.
Or,
back.
excuse me.
Don't forget to pick
Infierno.
up the things for the party.
Yes. Don't forget the strippers, dear. We will drain them dry. Oh, wait, they're not vampires. They're witches. My bad. So, is this a fighting dress? Is this a fighting dress? No, still more cutscene.
What's the matter with you? I told you what I'm after. A jet. I want a toy jet.
For who?
Mine with wings, flies in the sky.
What the fuck do you need a toy jet
I'm not
for?
playing any damned angels.
I can get you a real jet. They're literally up in the sky right now.
I learned my lesson with those
Bayonetta
guys.
could just grab one out with the giant hair dragon and bring it down to you.
You hear that? I want one of those. The thing's flying in the air right now.
Ugh.
That's
I
the
feel like that's
one.
what we just said.
That's the biggest one you got in the store, right? Wrap it up nice, will you? It's a present, for God's sakes.
Oh man, the smallest people always act like the biggest shots, do they not?
Just hurry up and put it in the box.
You know, I actually prefer red wines on the whole. I feel like white wines are always too light for when I want to drink wine. And really? Okay.
You know, I
It's
tried
time to stop a
avoid
plane.
doing this in my
You remember that thing that I said about us grabbing a plane out of the sky? Yeah, I didn't actually mean that. That was a joke. Turns out, less so. Oh, hello boys. Who's ready to dance? It turns out it is a fighting dress. Sweet. We have some acceptance here. They're about to accept a fist upside the face hole.
At least your lot
Shall
still
we,
knows how to
darling?
make an
I love how she's just like, bring it. And transform! Oh no, never mind. I thought she was gonna go into her new outfit. Oh, baby. Like, sometimes I don't even have to try. You know? I really don't even have to try. Ta-da! That just happened. You're welcome. You're welcome. If this stream gets shut down, it's not my fault. I promise. It's Platinum Games. You can blame them. And ride that pony. Go, girl. They really pumped up the plot a lot. And we're riding side saddle. Well, that's under saddle, really. I'm just gonna let this go. Like, I can't talk fast enough to make jokes about all the things that are happening right now. Okay? And now we take over. See, you thought that was bad? No. I don't think we'll be trying out the punch controls game, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the option. Key up. Close tutorial. I actually don't really need it. You know, I think I remember you being right. Especially with the way the combos kind of connect together after you dodge out of the way of them, you know? Excellent. More halos. Oh, Milt, I know exactly why I love Japan. And it's basically everything that you just watched. Now, curiously enough, I actually just noticed for the first time, and I don't know if this is a new detail that was added in for this game, but when we do that little Fists of Fury thing, it actually is a bunch of little skulls that come out of our fists. It's not just regular. It's not just like big old fist. Oh.
This is
Oh.
why I never buy
Darn.
on sale.
Our little guns are not keeping up with us this day. Cheap pieces of plastic. Wait a minute.
Didn't I say it?
Wait a
This is
minute.
why I can't have nice things.
Wait a minute.
Damn it, car, start already.
When we need weaponry, who do we call?
To deliver a little holiday cheese.
Santa Claus! Wait,
Oh, fucking
that
wrong
ain't no
with
Saint Nick.
Bro,
It's kind of the exact opposite.
But I don't believe in Santa.
Watch
Hello,
out.
Rodan.
Don't want anyone offering you for sacrilege before you pay your tab.
Yeah, Tara, you are not wrong. They are 100% rangs. And I'll take them every time. Magic? Milt? I'm gonna go with witchy magic. Hocus Pocus. Alakazam. Wait, that's a Pokemon. Abracadabra. Wait, that's two Pokemon. I see what they did there. It really did take me until I was like 26 to actually catch on to that joke. Oh, thank you! Yes, my guns! Oh, that's awesome. Are we gonna like draw little portals for each of them? And oh, that's great. Into the leg holsters. A girl's gotta know how to accessorize. So now we have my guns back. All of them. Well, not all of them. Not all of them from the last game. My regular guns. But all four of them.
Beautiful.
I was like, which one is he gonna catch? It's not gonna be Enzo. Is it the car? No, it was the plane. It was absolutely the toy plane. So,
It's time to be
who was the plane a gift for? Oh, oh, motherfucker. So that's what that is. It's the Umbran Climax. When we build up our magic gauge all the way to the max, we can use the built-up energy to unleash amazing special attacks. Basically, a barrage of the weaves that we weave so wickedly. Come on, babies. I will say this. Having been playing the first one for so many weeks, this game looks so much better by comparison. I mean, yes, it is still a Wii game, so, you know, not the best in the world, but very pretty. Who's next? And yeah, Sarah Jessica Parker when she was still incredibly hot. Like, incredibly hot in that movie. I was like 13 when I watched that movie for the first time. And, hello, friend. I see you've got yourself a jet. I was like 13 for the first time. And that was one of my first times I remember thinking, oh, wow, something is different about looking at this woman. And, it was, oh my God, it's a giant treadmill of death. Yes! Ah! That was amazing! I forgot how much better the torture attacks are in this game. Holy shit. And if I remember right, the demons are better too. So I'm looking forward to our first climax.
I love this game. I love this game. I get to say sentences I never thought I would.
You know, you're absolutely right, Tara. It really depends on the company and the game that's using, you know, their engines and the software to the best that it can. You know, it's decent enough hardware that if you do it right, you can make something that looks like fucking this, i.e., awesome. Bye bye. Yeah, really, as if a treadmill wasn't already enough of a fucking torture device. Milt, I'll tell you exactly my type. Come here, camera. Come here, camera. You see that lady right there? That's my type. Oh boy. I see the giant dragon wing, and the blue angel is down. And don't think the irony is lost on me that angels are destroying angels. Just not quite the same kind. Oh, hey freaks, welcome. I thought you were Tara down there for a second. Yeah, I would say just do it. Remember that you are doing a show, but there's no need to be showy. You know, not everyone has to be cute. Or I guess who would be another big streamer? I don't really watch other streamers. I kind of just do my own thing. You don't have to be the next big streamer. You can just be yourself and have fun with just your friends like we do here. I mean, I'm probably never gonna be Ray, but I'll do my best to be me and keep putting on a show that my friends will want to hang out with me and watch, because Christ on a crouton. I think all my clothes just got melted off by some goop. Because I'm gonna... Come here, baby. I'm gonna just still be here doing my thing long after everybody else quits, you know? I'm gonna make the best show that I can with the resources that I have. And the only thing that can stop me is me. Remember that, and you've got a pretty good stream. Also, be yourself. That's another important tip. Also, stay hydrated. Oh, yeah. Well, in that case, freaks, my secret to success, my secret to just, doing what I do here is, normally, if I was playing this game by myself, I would be talking all the same smack, I would be yelling all the same stuff, and, doing exactly what I'm doing right now.
Did you get everything?
Just alone.
Got the caviar.
You know?
You think they're still open?
So really, it's vocalizing and putting on camera all of those stupid little things that I would be doing on my own. As I'm sitting here steering in Mario Kart, you're like fucking going all over left and right, and oh sweet Jesus, I can't believe I just made it. And that sort of stuff. It's being genuine, it's being in the moment, it's playing the fucking game. Like, that's the advantage that a stream has over a YouTube video. A YouTube video, you really can kind of take more advantage of the fact that you're doing a show. Like a pre-recorded, put out later, full version show. Oh my god. This fucking Umbran climax makes me jizz my pants. Which I think is the point. And so many double teaming fists! I'm sure you can take one, but can you take two fists? I don't think so. Oh, wow. That wasn't the end. That was just the punishment. But when you're doing a video for YouTube and you do have a little bit more editing power, you don't necessarily have to roll with things that go wrong. You don't have to keep that free-flowing form of thought. You can just take the best bits and clip them together. So when you're doing it live, you've got to accept the fact that sometimes it's going to suck, sometimes it's going to be boring. It's all on you. All eyes are on you, baby. And here comes the climax. Well, all eyes were on me until this happened. Hi, big giant building dragon. Caught him. And he's out. Chew, chew, chew your food before you swallow. Yeah, I would agree with that, Terradran. You're supposed to go away after my god. Oh, fuck! I totally forgot about that. So, welcome to Bayonetta 2. Our friends, no longer our friends. And she just got her soul ripped out of her body. Which is now being, oh my god, he just grabbed her soul ass. Just grabbed him a whole handful of soul ass. And dragged her straight to hell. Let's deal with big and giant and beefy first. And then we'll go get our friend back. Nice. We have hair wings. I have hair wings. And it looks like we have to take care of this naughty little boy here before we can go and get our friend back. Oh, I didn't mean to do it. It wasn't my fault. I was just trying to summon you to take care of my enemies. Why are you being such a dick? Oh god, should have dodged that. Should have been a little bit quicker on the on the dodge. You know, I mean, it had to have, right? Like, you grip a person's ass like a bowling ball, your fingers are gonna go in a couple of holes, okay? That's just 300 out of 300 gonna happen every time. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna punch you in your fucking uvula, you giant, dumbass, non-listening to your master ass, needing a new dentist ass dragon. Time for some punishment. Beat his face into the side of the building. Great. Did I mention that I love this game? And you know what? That's absolutely fine, freaks. It's if you're gonna stream anything else, then you kind of have to find those moments that you would have otherwise just talked smack to your teammates and say it out loud anyway. You know what? I'm trying to have a little bit more variety in my insults because I realize I'm getting stale. That being said, I do love some of my old favorites. And, well, I mean, you know, the funny part is, freaks, there's a lot of people who do that. You don't have to be, like, you don't have to talk all the fucking time. There are a lot of streamers who barely get away with saying a couple of words every so often. Now, that being said, whatever it is that they're playing is either something, you know, this is like esports players, so they're playing something, you know, professional esports game, something like that. Oh my god. Or, oh wow, I just smacked his lipstick ball right smack dab in his gob. Come here. Oh, Godzilla's gonna fall off the Eiffel Tower. Empire State Building. Come here, baby. Come to mama. Wait, did we not learn our lesson the first time, Bayonetta? Don't summon another hair demon. It's just gonna wait. That's a huge beastie. It just noshed Gamora down. It's like a chimera. Is it gonna turn on us too? I mean, it was like a saber-toothed tiger getting taken down a raptor. That was awesome. Yummy, yummy. Tea in my cup. Now, who, pray tell, are these assholes?
Who destroyed your world? I know the one who destroyed your love.
Are you the guy? Oh, wait, that's our lipstick. That we shot into the forehead of the guy. God, what was his name? The left eye. The guy who was the left arm. What was his name? I forget.
Dead witches get dragged to hell. It is what it is. Jean's gonna wander Inferno suffering for eternity.
Oh, look, he's pouring one out for his homie.
Breaks.
Yeah, see, no, about that. We gotta get her soul back.
What I already know, Rodan.
Like, right now.
Especially if you're going to be flip about it.
Right now.
You know better than that. You're not the kind to let that sort of summon go out of control, Bayonetta. Something's up. The balance of powers that keep things in check don't feel right, does it?
Of course not.
You know,
Balder.
she's pretty
Oh,
hot
thank
for a
you.
dead
Thank you,
chick.
Derpanet.
You wasn't a big fan of her
Also,
shit
welcome.
when she was in the realm of the living. But looking at her now, nah, still not a fan.
She's
Potentially.
not dead, Enzo.
But I don't know,
She's right, Enzo.
I don't know. We'll talk
You're
later.
only really dead after your soul's been completely absorbed into another realm of the Trinity. But that's just a matter of time.
Ah,
'Cause
and
I
our
don't
other
see
mod
no
finally
way to
decided to
save
show
the
up.
soul
Hey, Kisty,
lost
welcome.
man.
How's the move going? Everything
What about
going
the
well?
gates? The real gates.
We're
of
trying to
hell.
figure out exactly how to get
I
into
can't
hell
stop
to
you
save
from
our friend
trying to
Jean, whose soul was
don't
knocked
think
out
you
of her
get a
by a
chance
rogue
down
summon that broke
I'll
out
see
of our
what I
hair
can do about
chains
putting her on ice for a
and
while.
dragged her soul to hell.
You'll need this.
Yes, freaks. I love the Left 4 Dead series. Those games are so goddamn good. That's like one of the few first-person shooters I'll actually play on the reg.
Should keep her body in this realm stable, but you'll need to reunite this with her soul if you're gonna try and bring her back. I figure you got about a day before it's game over.
I see. Well, there you go. Time is against us. And we're sitting here wasting it with
Enzo,
Rodan.
you've got
Shall
a
we get a
jet,
move
right?
on, darling?
What? No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I do not. No.
I'm taking your
Listen,
jet. I don't
appreciate
think
the
you understand.
situation,
This isn't a
but
question.
you know what today
I'm taking your
is.
jet.
My kids got cookies baked for me at home. They're waiting for me.
I'm taking
And
your
I still
jet.
gotta play Santa tonight.
Don't care. Taking your jet.
Let the real Santa take care of the presents.
Yeah,
Let's
Rodan
go.
can totally do that. Devil Santa, Santa Satan over there, can totally take care of everything.
But Ed and Edna, you can't put one over on those cute little fuckers, let me tell you. Hey! Let go! Let go of me! Why
Oh,
do I
poor
always get wrapped
Enzo.
up in this shit?
Because you are my stooge, and that's what stooges do. They get soaked up into things. Let's go, stooge. Potentially, freaks. I know that there are actually a whole slew of games coming out not too long from now that really emphasize the whole playing with your viewers as Twitch integration thing. So those kind of games will absolutely come, I assure you. It may not be stuff like Left 4 Dead, but there are a lot more Twitch integration games coming around. And if I remember right, when is it? The 17th? Fucking Jackbox Party Pack 3 comes out soon. Yeah, the 18th. Maybe it's the 18th. Either way, we'll have a new Jackbox Party Pack soon, and that has some awesome games. Let's do it. For a second there, I forgot what that second climax was for. I was like, are we... So if we play a game the second time, then, you know, second climax? No, that's the difficulty. Of course, the difficulty would be the number of climaxes that we've had already. instead of, you know, easy, medium, and hard, which already gives you enough to work with there. I mean, come on. Who doesn't like it hard, you know? That's what I thought, the 18th. I'm actually really, really looking forward to, what's it called? Trivia Murder Party? Like, I really don't know much about that particular game, but from what I understand, it might be my favorite on the pack. We shall see.
Gates of hell. Somewhere on this mountain.
Ooh, no, it's out in California, in the Hellmouth.
No
Duh,
one even
everybody
knows
knows
if
that.
it's true or not. The only reason this overgrown rock
Never mind.
is worshipped like some
It's in
god
Japan.
the first place is that no one's ever been able to get close to the damn thing.
I see.
It's like
So
it
we're going to
don't like
Japan,
it.
to a demonic mountain,
Every climate
to
ends
enter the
up
gate of hell
stranded
that may or may
or
not be at the
worse.
top,
And don't even
to
try
get our
fly a
friend's
plane
soul
to that
back,
place or buy a
and
boat.
we have
But at least
24
your
hours
soul
to do it.
doesn't have a long walk to whichever afterlife you got lined up, right? I'll wait for
Oh,
you in
never mind.
Norwich, at
Wait.
the foot of the mountain. Just
Wait,
hurry up with
Japan was
whatever
just
it
a
is you gotta
stop-off.
do and get
The
back
mountain's
there.
not actually in Japan.
And the hotel's going on your account. With a minibar, too. Gotta keep
I guess
myself
that's like
busy while I'm waiting. Forget about it.
Southern edge of China,
I love those
Mongolia.
miniature drinks.
somewhere in there. Yes, that's one of the ones that I've seen about already. Streamline. It's kind of like a three-dimensional. God, what was that one where you had all of the characters running along? You had a grappling hook, fucking racing.
I can't believe
Oh my God! And the screen would get smaller and smaller and smaller. And oh, what was the name of that fucking game? It's gonna bug me so bad.
Plane ain't free, you know.
Fuck, what was the name of that game?
Reminds me, you owe Alex the
Yeah, around the
kid
Himalayas.
in charge.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Awer. Fuck.
Oh,
Something runners. Speed runners? No. Fuck. Anyway, the one that had the really awesome costume packs, so you could be a whole bunch of different YouTubers and stuff. I don't remember the name of it, but it reminds me of like a three-dimensional
Here it
version of
is.
that. Speedrun. Okay, so it was speedrunners. Gotcha.
Not such a bad place when you look at it. Oh, but
I
you gotta
agree.
have a
It's
death
very
wish
gorgeous.
To get close to that damn place, if
Ah,
you ask me.
hello, Radius. Welcome. Didn't see you there.
Gives me the
Ah,
heebie-jeebies.
Sonic Runners. Nice.
What the hell? Where did these clouds come from?
They came from the evil, evil mountain, and they contain a bunch of angels. Awesome. It's protected by angels?
Sorry, Enzo. This is
I was
where
gonna make a
get
joke
my-
about that, but really, like, there's
Hey,
nothing
how's
wrong
your
there.
wife?
Of course it is. Of course it's protected by angels. Bye.
Wait, what? You're joking, right? I can't find this piece of shit.
Yes, you can, Enzo. I believe in you. With or without a steering wheel. You totally got this. Wait. Little squirrel? Why are you so blinged out, little squirrel? Never mind. We'll get to that in a minute. I mean, he totally had, like, the Millennium Puzzle on, right? Like, that wasn't just me.
Just behave yourself for a bit longer.
He had bracelets and anklets and the Millennium Puzzle. Okie dokie. Ooh, nice. I see we still have the Panther Within, thank fuck. I would be really upset if I had to get all those kinds of abilities back. We're tearing down the shops. We're tearing down the shops. I hope no one freaks out. We're tearing up the shops. All these people in the normal world are like, holy shit, what is happening? There's explosions going off everywhere. It's a terrorist attack. Really, it's just me gathering up all the rings. All them rings. All them Sonic rings. Yeah. Sorry. Big old giant loot whore. I can't help but explore everywhere because you never know where they could hide a freaking treasure chest in these games. Or a new beginning. A fragment of a memory that somehow escaped from the notebook it was written in. Can I read it? I think I accidentally exited when I meant to go and read it. There we go. The journal's echoes. For reasons I will not get to here, I have dedicated my life to searching for the truth of the Umbra Witches. You could even say I sacrificed the best years of my life pursuing this story. Working backwards from the legend these women left behind, my search took me to Vigrid, the town where the first game takes place. I ended up getting myself involved in a crazy tale of my own while in Vigrid. I'm thinking of getting it published one of these days, so the details will have to wait for the paying customers. Of course they do. You know what? I just realized I forgot to do something stupid. Adjust my camera position to over here. I realized that I was having to look 3/4 of the way around the freaking, around my neck. And what do I think I am? Mr. Owl? My fascination with the witches has not waned, far from it, but something new has captured my inquisitive eye. A story of even greater depth calls to me. I had to know more about the true source of power behind the sage and witch alike. I grew restless, and before long I found myself back on the investigative trail. It wasn't long before I found the very piece referenced in that ancient scripture. A quiet town nestled between sea and mountain. Noatun. Which I assume will be this game's Vigrid. Not 5 minutes into town, I was shocked to see something that confirmed my suspicions and was a sight to behold. There was nothing less than the statues depicting the familiar form of the sage and witch. Statues that were second to none, even those compared to Vigrid. Interesting. So from here, I should be able to see the sage and witch statues. Oh, that's freaking dope. Yeah, this is why we look around. This is why we look around. I'll tell you this, it takes more than 3 licks to get to the center of this lollipop. Tootsie Pop, god damn it. Good job, Tim. Ruining jokes. Can I get a rewrite? Can I get it? Can I get a take 2? Nope. Oh well, we're live. Fuck it. We'll do it live. And ooh, a yellow moon lollipop. It forms an impregnable shield for a short period of time. Come here, bird! God damn it. I realized too late that a bird was sitting right there with another Umbran tear. Come on, can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? Ah, wrong button. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you about games. About gaming on a console. And I'm going to take a moment here to explain this. All day, I've been playing games on this. Okay? Now I want you to look very closely. Do you see that button right there? The one that's on top? That's the Y button. Okay? Now I want you to look at this. Do you see that? Do you see that bullshit? That's the goddamn Y button. Wait, wrong button. That's the goddamn Y button. Over here. Over here. I hate consoles. Standardize your shit. This is why I've been getting all this stuff wrong since I was a child. I don't know, freaks. You tell me. You fucking tell me. Because I couldn't tell you. Nothing is wrong with my Xbox. Oh. It's because my camera's flipped. The reason why it didn't look quite right is because my camera's flipped. So that way I can look this direction towards the television and still be looking at the center of the frame instead of looking over here trying to play Bayonetta and looking the literal opposite direction of where everybody else is supposed to be looking. It's a theater thing. I'm casting attention to what you should be watching. The game. You know, Derp, I actually now have the capability to play VR games. So once the standard human being is able to afford a fucking VR machine, I have the capability to do it. I would love to. I would love to actually play a VR game like live on stream where you guys could just see me fucking flailing around here with all the things in my hand. Oh my god, that would be hysterical. I would literally have to get a lavalier mic, or else you would not be able to hear me at all. It would be an echoey piece of shit. And I would love it. Alright, So we're gonna destroy some more stalls. Don't mind me. We just hate produce. No freaks, I actually mostly stream exclusively PC. I only just got the capture card to do console stuff. Now, I was running a GTX 960 before, so I was able to play most games well, but it didn't have enough RAM on the video card to really take the load off my CPU and make me be able to stream games that are of that high quality, you know? So I had to kind of, like for Devil May Cry, I had to take a few tricks and use the NVIDIA built-in fucking, oh god, Shadowplay now? Share? What the fuck do they call it now? They keep changing the name of it. I think it might be Share. It used to be Shadowplay, now it's Share. Ah, here's a chest. Not Share as in like, share, turn back time share, but Share as in like, share and share alike. I mean, you're not wrong, Terra. It's really stupid that that's the case. It really is stupid that that is the case. Oh, wow. You know, he's the first person that I've actually seen freak out by the fact that shit's blowing up next to him. You sure about that, freaks? Because I opened it earlier today and it said big old giant share on it. So, I'm thinking they might have changed it again. But either way, yes, I do. Now, that being said, now that I'm running a 980 Ti that has 6 gigabytes of you know, onboard RAM for the card, I feel a little bit better about playing some of those games. Most of the strain has been removed from my CPU. So, I actually will be testing that later on tonight when we start playing Oxenfree. I understand that, freaks, and I appreciate your input. Unfortunately, I had access to one before the other. So, you know, you upgrade in the order that it comes. It'll all get done eventually, I promise. No need to yell. Ooh, another booklet. What do we have here? Unknown entrance. Oh, I assume that this must be about the shop. And yeah, queen, let me tell you something. Them Witcher 3 boobies. I have an i5 like 6000 series. Somewhere in the 6000, I forget exactly the model. So I mean, it's not a bad CPU by any stretch of the imagination. It's just not an i7. And so having a 960 that had 2 gigs of onboard RAM, it kind of relegated a lot of the load back over to the CPU, which wasn't enough to hold the strain of basically 2 fucking 60 frames a second games playing at the same time. It's good. It's not quite that good. You know what I mean? That's the video card that it's just shy of being able to actually do VR capability at all. So it's a great card. It just hit its limit. Have you ever heard of gates that connect worlds? It might sound like strange fiction, but the truth is these gates exist all over the world we live in. The gate that connects the 3 worlds and makes the foundation of our own is relatively well known, so if you're reading this, I'll just go ahead and assume you know it. However, there are stories of doors that lead to the secret layers of the supernatural, and I've got a great source who just gave me the information I need to bring this thing to light. I can't reveal who my source is, but according to them, there is a gateway that leads to a primordial world cut off from the flow of time. Muspelheim. Ah! Challenge missions. This is the lore behind the challenge missions. Neat. Curiosity begs the question. It's set, I guess I must not have the crafting capability in this game. Or at least maybe I haven't gotten it yet. Either way. Okay. Back to the game. You know, that's a really good question, freaks. I think it will probably end up being the 1080 because SLI technology really has not come as far as it needs to be consistent across every game. Unfortunately, there are some games that once you actually break into SLI, they just don't work as well. So you really want to keep to one video card until that technology gets better, unfortunately. I would say the 1080 is going to be your best bet. And I do play a decent amount of Smash. I'm not incredibly great or anything, but I think it's really, really fun. Splatoon, however, I have not played.
Is that all you've got?
But it looks really, really fun.
So close.
Oh, there we go. I was like, am I gonna have to dodge again? Do I have to do another witch time? Nah, we're good. We're totally good. We can at least do some of these earlier challenges until they get to be complete and utter bullshit, you know? I appreciate the fact, Tara, that it's a first-person shooter that isn't a shooter. Like, it's a painter. It's an inker. Yeah, inker is a much more appropriate term. And I dig that. It there are a lot of game modes in there that remind me of the Tony Hawk, where the what was it called? Ground tag? Something like trick tag, maybe? Where you would skateboard around the arena with another player, and you two would take turns doing tricks on various portions of the map. And if you did a high enough point trick, you would claim that part of the map as your own. And the winner would be determined by who had the most ground coverage by the end of the game. And that was super duper great. It was a really, really fun way to kind of take the Tony Hawk fucking skateboard mechanics, which were pretty decent, and make it better. You know, I think it was Tony Hawk, the one for the 64 where I played that one first. Tony Hawk 3? Tony Hawk 2? It was the one with the helicopter hangar. I remember that. Different path is now visible on the other side of the rift. It seems like the remnants of some special power that fades away at the slightest touch. Wow. So, underneath the city, nobody saw us restore the pipeline to its original waterless state. Interesting. Interesting. You know, as a kid, I really enjoyed lying on the bottom of a pool and looking up at the surface of the water and imagining if that's what all the fish think that the sky looked like. So I've always had this fascination with, like, water barriers. You know, that narrowest of windows between submerged and above water. It always looked really pretty to me. It reminds me of Mercury. Yes, Tara, please, by all means. I want to make sure that I get at least most of the stuff going through the game. So if it looks like I'm gonna miss a chest, please, by all means, let me know. Is there one back here underwater? I think Queen has some sort of guide up to see, yeah, there it is. There it is. I see it. Cool. Thank you, Tara. I'm usually pretty good about finding them if you say, hey, you're missing a secret, because I mean, come on. I've been playing games since I was literally 6 and I'm 30 years old. There's only so many places that game designers have come up with to hide things. Thanks, Zombie. Appreciate it. You know, the thing of it is, it's tough to keep that kind of focus on everything that happens on the screen at the same time and keep a conversation going and make sure that everything's running smoothly and read chat. Like, I am one dude with one brain that has two halves that work fairly well together. Fuck, really? One up the stairs? Fuck, oh well, it's fine. You tried, and I appreciate the effort. Well, you know what, freaks? Not all of us were born with a silver controller in our hands, okay? we pick up one of these? Ah, we missed one already. Of course we did. Of course we did. Of course we did. Great. Sometimes you come across something you lost long ago, and it's been untouched, found exactly as it was when it was lost. Almost like ancient towns frozen in the time of volcanic eruptions. Sometimes children even discover these ruins while playing. When I arrived here, I was circling around the harbor doing some research. And happened to hear a story from the local fishermen. There seem to be these large pools of water about the city. These are ruins, containing the statues of witches and sages and the god that gave them their power. They say that a devastating tsunami that hit the city long ago cracked its very foundation, causing water to seep in and creating the vista you see today. I'd be interested in taking a peek at these ruins before they completely crumble away, but I'm not going in the water at this time of the year. You fucking kidding me? You'll freeze your nips off. That being said, I know a witch who probably wouldn't think twice about dancing away down in that freezing water, though. I might come bid after it warms up. Maybe a little plan a vacation out of it. Yeah, that sounds good. Thanks, zombie. Thanks, zombie. Appreciate it. Ooh! I see a chest, and we're not gonna be able to get to it from over here. Woo! I am so glad that I was able to make it back to where we started from. That could have been very bad. Okay, it looks like it's gonna want us to go up that way, and I actually see another chest over there too. So we gotta remember to get both of these lovely chests. Oh god. Damn it, really? Fucking really? Fucking really? Again with the angel heads that we can't hit every time. I really miss my katana, you guys. I really miss my katana. No. Like so super bad. I know that the weapons that are coming I'm gonna be very, very grateful for, you know? And they're gonna be awesome. And I can't wait to get them. But I really wish they would have let me start with my katana. That would have been so great. Sadly, not too much. You know what's funny? So I lost my virginity when I was 19. Not too bad. I mean, I went to an all-male military school, so be glad I didn't lose my virginity there. And it didn't really happen for me until I went to college. Let's see, how much of this story do I want to tell? I was going to school down at the Citadel and down in Charleston, and a couple of female friends of mine and I, 3 female friends and I, decide to take a trip down to Savannah. No. Sure, why not, freaks? Why not? And, oh, right, the other chest was up here on top of this pillar. Where was I? Right, going down to Savannah with a group of friends for St. Patrick's Day? Yes, St. Patrick's Day. Because Savannah, Georgia does a really, really huge St. Patrick's Day parade. They dye the entire section of the river that runs downtown green with some sort of biodegradable now green stuff that goes away after a couple of hours. So you have to kind of be there for the celebration. And it is like Comic-Con meets Super Bowl meets fucking South by Southwest levels of... Oh, verse 6, found directly after the battle with accolades. Okay, noted. Shoulder to shoulder, people fucking... where? Wait. Witch time? Yes. For a sec, I forgot for a second what the objective was. I have to use witch time. Good thing we suck less than we did before. Booyah! Come here. Wait for it. Oh man, of course there would be little baby bees. Baby bees, I've got a sting of my own. And you're not gonna like where that goes. The bad news is, damn it. I don't have any other weapons to kind of do, like, you remember the katana had a huge area sweep damage, you know? and it was able to hit multiple enemies guaranteed every time for huge amounts of damage. Getting back to where I was. Going down to Savannah, we were going down there to party and celebrate, and there was a girl that I, of course, fancied going on the trip with me. Let's call her Stephanie. And Stephanie was driving the car down and asked me if I wanted to go with. I said, of course, I would love to go. And then I found out that Stephanie invited her 2 friends to go with, whom I didn't really care for too much for. And she and I and the 2 friends piled into her car. I was in the back seat with, and we were driving down to Savannah, got all the way there, had a pretty decent time. The bad news is I was the only one that was actually above the age of 21. And so I wasn't really able to go and do and all that kind of stuff. I was dragging around, not minors, less than 21s. So things happen. I go and buy alcohol for myself. And I end up sleeping with one of the ladies that I went with. Not Stephanie. And, you know, it was alright. She was not unattractive. She was not unfun. It was not a, you know, bad time or anything like most people's first times were. But it was funny because I enjoyed it. I did not enlighten her to the fact beforehand that it was my first time. I was just too busy having fun doing it, if you'll pardon the expression. Afterwards, however, she was like, oh, that was great. And I said, really? I've never done that before. And she looked at me and was like, no. And I said, what? What? Like what? What did I say? What? And she said, you're not, wait, you're a, what? No, you can't. And I said, what are you talking about? And she was like, you're a virgin? And I said, I mean, yeah? And she said, no, couldn't tell. Could not tell.
Made me stay all the way through dinner.
It's hard to tell that story in any way that makes sense and also doesn't sound like I'm bragging on myself, but I kind of am bragging on myself that the girl that I slept with for the first time had no idea I was a virgin until afterwards.
Tell me how my babies are doing.
Their behavior
Because apparently I
quite
did
well.
good.
They found plenty of playmates here.
What can I say? Sometimes it's a gift.
They would.
And yeah, buddy,
No
pure
one had
platinum
some
medal.
Connections with Fimbulventer and the Gates of Hell back in its day. Wouldn't be
I certainly got
surprised
the
to
pure
find a few
platinum
of
medal
those
that
things
night, if
that
you know what
might
I
be
mean.
rougher than the typical bunch. Anyway, you need any supplies, just make sure you keep bringing me these halos. And remember,
Okay, so maybe I don't want to admit to being able to buy alcohol at under the age of 21, okay? Why you gotta point out my details?
you think you gotta do everything alone? I'm here to help. Just make sure you don't bust a cap at my ass.
I was in the middle of South Carolina. Maybe, just maybe, I might have had an ID that was slightly less than legitimate. Okay? You happy? You happy now? You happy? You happy? You detail-oriented freaks? You're not freaks. You may be freaks. But if you're freaks, you're my freaks. You're the good kind of freaks. Oh my. That wasn't me with the power to do that. I mean, I do have the power to completely submerge portion of the city. Holy shit. What the fuck just happened? There's literally a sinkhole formed in the middle of the goddamn street. I think bad is happening right now. I can't put my finger on it. Something very, very bad is going down. Oh, right. Half of the power of the world is destroyed, and also Evil Mountain. God, the property rates for this fucking city must be sky high. Holy shit. Thanks, Zombie. Appreciate it. Go ahead, shut us down. Actually, it is time for us to go ahead and shut down because we've reached the end of the first hour, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, we're going to take ourselves a short little break here. For those who may be new to the show, this is something that we do to kind of give you a chance to go around, stretch your legs, get re-bevved up. As you can see, I'm running a little bit low myself. And also, I have to pee. So we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back in about 10 to 15. Enjoy the music in the meantime. You're watching this on twitch.tv/Leftwich. My name is Tim Leftwich. Don't you dare go anywhere. We'll be right back with more witchy goodness.